Good morning, baby. Come sit with me while I get ready for the day. We don't have to rush our spirit this morning. Just breathe with me for a second. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 2. Exhale 4. Good morning, baby. Come sit with me while I get ready for the day. We don't have to rush our spirit this morning. Just breathe with me for a second. I know a lot of us wake up every day in survival mode, thinking about who we got to help, what we got to do, who needs us. But today, we're not going to start by carrying the world. We're going to start by coming back to ourselves. Remember, you don't have to be strong or the strong one every second of the day. Give yourself a soft start. Your body deserves that. Yesterday I went live and I called myself being transparent with my viewers. I'm naturally transparent. So the fact that I even decided to create a platform was my transparency in the whole. By me being a person who I would say leaves her emotions on her sleeves. I'm an open book. So when I created this page, I knew I would be exposed. I knew I would be pointed at, laughed at, judged, humiliated, maybe. That's a personal thing for me. I knew I was exposing myself. And yet the journey was something that I felt was needed, not only for me, but for people who are like me or who've experienced the things I've experienced or who would like to be better than me. That's what I'm here for. I don't come on here to make myself seem superior than anyone. I'm actually here to do the complete opposite. I'm here to bridge the gap between ignorance and knowledge. Though I have flaws, I have a life too. I do not let my flaws determine my future or who I am. And this is why I'm here. I want others to understand that your past or your flaws do not dictate your future. You do. And it all starts with control of your mind. So I was willing to allow myself become exposed to the masses. I chose YouTube. This is not a personal platform. There's people all over the world that could view my content. I could have scaled my vision down, my audience down to just my Facebook friends, people that I know. But I decided that wasn't enough. I decided that wouldn't help like I want to help. So I decided to go on YouTube. So my whole purpose is not to seem as though I don't make mistakes or that I haven't. That is not my goal at all. And if you know somebody who has that goal and you're interested in somebody like that, you need to go find them. This is not a perfect person's page, channel, none of that. This is just a spirit in the flesh who has experienced pain and has seen past the illusions. And I think that you could benefit from seeing past the illusions too. And this is why I'm sharing my knowledge with you, my love with you. I love you. I don't have to know you to love you. You are connected to me through conscious, through light. We are one. So this is why I'm here. I'm here for the light in all of us. Since I had the displeasure of being awakened at a very young age through trauma, it is my job to present this information to you. Though I am not perfect, there will be times where I myself are conflicted to my flesh. Yesterday's live is an example. I made a live about hurt people. My spirit told me that there was an important message, because even though people say it, some people might not understand it. And I needed to reiterate what that truly looked like. And I chose to use myself as an example, because I could have used a million people's examples of hurt people. But I use myself because I can only speak for myself. And I can only speak for my situation and what I was intent about in that situation. So I can't speak on someone else's as an example because I don't know the context of that situation. So of course, naturally, I'm going to use my situation where I was an example of what I was talking about. That wasn't to... It was literally to show you that even though I'm up here talking and I have this knowledge, I too have been in a low place and I have hurt someone. And I heard it to show how you can be a person that's hurting someone and it still can hurt you, okay? And that's also to bring up the fact that I know what pain looks like, so I do not hurt people intentionally. And that was the reason for me telling my story, so that you can see how I cause pain on someone else. And naturally, me being a person who want to see everyone happy, it hurted me. That was my only reason for telling that story and using me as an example, because if I'm going to bash someone, or if I'm going to tell somebody they messed up, I'm going to use myself. I don't use other people's flaws to make an example. I use my own. This is how I am becoming a better human every day. I don't sit in my flaws and tell myself, well, it's okay just because it's my flaws. I'm woman enough to look in the mirror and say, well, the way you handled that was really terrible, and you should feel terrible. I would tell myself this. And that's what separates me from a lot of people. One of my followers felt the need to point out the flaw in my story, even though I clearly stated this story was me being hurtful towards someone. Not intentionally, but third-party abuser, if you will. I admitted to my position in the pain. Somebody's spirit was so triggered by my truth that they voluntarily fed me negativity. And I was not shocked. Humans are very insecure, extremely insecure. Fear itself, it's an insecurity. So I had to go within after that and remind myself of what I am doing this for. There's a lot of loose screws out here, but that's why I am doing what I'm doing. That exact person who tried to attack me and tried to make me feel less than at that moment, or tried to judge me after I admitted my flaws, I'm here for that person. And I believe his name, he hasn't reached back out to me. And I thought about him after I got off the phone, after we got off the live. I said, imagine the pain this person has to be experiencing to waste their life and their time to come and say something negative to somebody who is trying to be positive. This is why I do what I do, for these types of people, okay? They have no grounding. They need love. They need guidance. And it's not enough of us out here that is telling them that. So, I'm here for you. You have flaws. Your life seems to be just too much for you. You cannot seem to get it right, even though everyone around you is. You just can't figure it out. You're finding it hard to love yourself. You're finding it hard to maintain relationships. This is why I am here. I am literally here just to help you understand yourself better. Just take a deep breath. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on you. See, I know what the problem is with people. We put too much into what other people expect of us. When you let go of the world's traditions I made a video about this a while ago. Everything I say is not frivolous. It's not just all over the place. It all adds up. So when you let go of the world's ideals of what you should be doing, you will find happiness. See, the world knows that as long as you are trying to meet a goal that they set, you will always be an insecure person and you will always chase fear, which enables you to be a better consumer, a docile citizen, somebody who is easily controlled. So these things were taught to you so that you can be further manipulated and you embody them as an identity. And that is the problem. You are not the traditions that life put on you. Just because you don't have children, that does not mean you are less than. Just because you do not have a bank account full of money, that does not mean you are less than. Just because your body image is not what everyone else accepts, that does not mean you are not wanted. There is a person for every person. There is a category for every category. You have to find your tribe. You have to find people that are like you and that are already doing what you want to do. We don't get enough mental health checks, even though we are under a massive control system. And this is where most of the people's sadness and pain come from, because they are deprived. I talk about this all the time. Negligence and depravity is the source of most people's pain, and it's the reason why generational curses will continue to prevail. Nobody's looking in the mirror. Nobody's acknowledging the fact that, hey, maybe I have a mental problem. Maybe I need to go see a psychotherapist. Maybe, just maybe. Will you move? Wait, excuse me, y'all. You need to watch my video, whoever this person is, because you need to ground yourself. You don't gotta be the strong one every second of the day, y'all. Give yourself a soft start. Your body deserves that. I had to say it again because as I'm reading to you guys, as I am pouring into your spirit, as I'm allowing you to understand yourself better, I am understanding myself better. I still have outbursts. I still have anger management issues. But that is to say, you can still work on yourself. You do not have to stay in a low place. I consider my anger, my outbursts, as low places. Because when I'm there, my stomach hurts. When I'm in conflict with others, I am not happy. My soul cannot rest when I am in conflict with others. That does not make me feel good. And sometimes my DNA structure causes me to have outbursts, when I am upset or disappointed. But I have been working on that. I have turned the time down for me to be mad very low. So what used to make me mad for an hour now only makes me mad for 10 minutes. And it's going to get lower and lower and lower. If you haven't noticed, I am changing the style of my channel because I have grown since I started it. I no longer want to be the aggressive talker, influencer, whatever, teacher. I want to embody the feminine side because I absolutely enjoy being a woman. I absolutely enjoy having a feminine body. It is the highlight of my life. Being a woman is the most empowering identity I could have. And I started to see myself pull into that direction. Now that I'm healing, I'm becoming more feminine. And I love it. So I said, going forward, my goal is to lighten myself. I've been in defense all my life since I was 8 years old. And if you know from a video I made previously about my trauma sparking my inner wisdom, yes, my trauma did spark my inner wisdom. It did cause me to have a higher perception, but it also created this aggressive tone woman. I am always on defense. I'm already 4'11". I am not even 5 feet. So I have a Chihuahua's attitude. Easily triggered. Always ready to fight. Y'all, I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired. I wanna lay in my femininity. I want to sleep in it. I want to bask in it. I want somebody else to fight for me. That's how much I want to let go. So, this is my rebranding video. I'm not going to take down my other videos because that is proof of who I truly am, and this is proof of change and where I'm going. Because going forward, I am going to fully embrace my femininity. I will not fight with you. I will not argue with you. You can believe what you want. You're still loved. When you're ready to get what I got to offer, or people like me will be waiting for you. There's no love lost. See, I tend to make the impression that if you don't get this work today, it won't be here tomorrow, and that's not true. My love is abundant. It goes ever flowing. There's no end. So whether you get this work today or 20 years from today, I'll be waiting. Me and all the rest of the light, we're going to be waiting. I still want to talk about important topics of the world, but my delivery has to change. It has to change because I'm preaching about being love and peaceful. Yet I myself have a very aggressive tone. I notice, y'all, I don't like it anymore. I used to like it because it helped identify who I was. And my identity was to protect myself from anybody that tried me. At this age of 36, I no longer feel the need to protect myself automatically. Now, I can, if need be, but it should not be displayed at all times. And it's actually exhausting. It's exhausting to always be on defense. I didn't choose that attitude, it chose me after my trauma. That is what my brain decided was the best resort for me. And now I am healing. I don't feel the need to have that aura, that attitude. I can freely accept when people don't care about what I'm talking about, when people don't believe what I'm talking about, or simply when people just don't want to change. I can rest in my femininity and say, okay, I see you. As long as you happy, I'm happy. But the moment you're not happy, come holler at me, okay? But I could not be that if I'm not that. So I want to just say, everyone, good morning. I'm glad you're here. Come breathe with me. You are safe here. So I've taught myself how to survive everything alone. You've taught yourself how to survive everything alone. And that's why you're tired, speaking to myself. And your spirit is asking for softness now. And it's safe to give yourself that. All right, baby. Unclench your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Move slow today. You don't have to rush your spirit. I'll see you tonight, and we'll talk deeper then.